It's Week 9 of the NFL, and we'll see Garrett Wilson. It was a nice line for him a week ago, reaching the century mark and scoring a touchdown. It's the Jets and the Colts, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 24.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They'll take that, 14 yards on play number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Lawrence. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. You look at this Colt defense. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
And he comes back with 1 complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
First down, New York.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
46-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings us 2nd and 7.
Now Lawrence. And he's got his big tight end here. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 33.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, New York.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now this defense for the Colts, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Now Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Got a A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team because we talk about complimentary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told, and it ends with a Jet touchdown. And bulldozing his way through, and he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. The numbers for him from a week ago, 10 carries, 72 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Charles already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so,
Richardson under pressure, and down he goes. Isaiah Simmons getting by the offensive line and dropping the quarterback. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Taking it about the 36. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
And he's brought down. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. From the 43, here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And his throw here is incomplete.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 24-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. T.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends of what we've seen so far.
And this one is right through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This take it in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From the gun, it's Taylor. Taken down at the 42. The Colts at 5-3 now on the year. And they come in playing some pretty decent football, 5-3 over their last 8.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now it's Richardson. They'll roll, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here's Jack Fox now as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets will take over. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. From the 25, here's a 2nd and 4. Lawrence will throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Again, it's Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 45-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a good stiff arm and some space to run. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 37.
Play action. It's Lawrence. He completes it to Wilson. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Second down and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 20-yard line.
Now Lawrence to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right, safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but more mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and he creates such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Lawrence going to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 4-yard line.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville, and they've gone to the half with a score 20-14. Christian Kirk over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. From there, let's head off and check out a second game, and they were losers in that one to the visiting Arizona Cardinals. Michael Wilson, 2 touchdown catches in the victory. We were certainly
Coach,
treated
thanks
to an
as always to
entertaining
you and
first
the gang
half.
in Orlando
Both these
as
teams
we
with some
welcome
high
everyone
points
back
and maybe
in
a
for
couple of
quarter
low
number
points as
3.
well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well and they've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up third down.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards.
Well, that's the kind of play that was lacking all the way through the first half. Maybe this can give them a little bit of a spark because they're not out of this game by any stretch.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Play action. Now Richardson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Richardson working from the gun. And it is caught. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 26. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And now a stoppage, and it looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And Richardson back to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Richardson. Escaping the... And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
So here are the Jets now to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak. On top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
51 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. backfield. He'll get the carry. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here's Lawrence to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read a receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Richardson to throw off play action. Eluding the pressure, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack, and speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. And here now the punter, Fox, as he sends this one away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And despite a nice juke there, really good move, he only gets about a yard, and it brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 9. Now Lawrence. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion for us there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts. And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. He's able to force his way through 1 man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down. Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Max Crosby drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
Even the most elusive quarterbacks have those tough days where they can't avoid sacks, and this is one of them. 3rd time he's gone down. He might develop some happy feet now, want to escape the pocket and try and gain more yardage with his legs.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now Brown. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And Taylor going to pick up the Colts first down as the tackle made down at the 33. On the option to give to Taylor here. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he is going to have the Colts first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Taylor trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
Jonathan Taylor, a touchdown machine. He's going to get plenty of looks down here near the goal line, so if I'm on defense, I might start getting prepared to see his number called a couple more times.
Throw taken in by Taylor, left side.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield, and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not, and dropped him for no gain.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Now, this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked his special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Lawrence. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They come up now on 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Lawrence. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. Lawrence. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the first down in the process. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. And with that, they're down to 1 remaining here in this second half. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year. But he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
Here's 1st and 10.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
One last shot for Richardson. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Jets, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I